Hi, everybody. For anyone who doesn't know, I am Lana and I am an English teacher. So I'm with Laura, who is going to help me give our beginner to basic course. So this class is for anyone who is obviously beginner to basic, but you could also be an intermediate student just wanting to refresh your level a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let me know. Can you see the screen? Yes.
It is.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is called All About Me. So we basically are just going to be talking about ourselves, reviewing some basic vocabulary, things like that. Okay, so let's take a look at this conversation. So, person number one says, "Hello, my name's Charlie. What word is missing here in the space? What's
Is your name?
what's your name?" Mhm. When we see this contraction, what is the contract? It means what?
The verb be?
Right. It means what is your name. So most of the time, when we have the option of using a contraction, most of the time we're going to use it. So what's your name? Okay. And then person number two says, "Hi."
Um, Kelia.
Yes, I'm Kayla. Okay. And I'm is a contraction for what?
The first person, I,
I am.
and the verb be.
Right. I am. Okay. Then Charlie says, "Nice to."
Meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay. And Kayla says, "And."
Um,
She
you're
could say
welcome.
she could say something like
Oh,
"and you," like igualmente.
and you?
Uh-huh. And you. Perfect. Okay. So let's take a look at these words and let's see if we can match them to the pictures below. So what do you see in the pictures?
Number one. Uh, home. Home.
Yes, home. Yeah, this looks like a house or an apartment. Okay. What else?
Number two. Um, work.
They could be working, but it seems to me more like they're in school, maybe.
Study.
Yeah, I think they are studying. They have a book open. They look young. They maybe like high school students. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. What about number three?
Birthday.
Yes, this is a birthday cake. Okay. Number four?
Work.
Yes, she is definitely at work.
It's work.
Uh-huh. Okay. What about five?
Uh, free time.
Yes, free time. What are they doing in their free time?
They are playing
Playing
a video game.
yes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. What about
Number
number 6?
6, family,
Yes, this is a family. Okay. 7,
pets,
pets. Kittens and puppies. Okay. And number 8?
friends.
Yes, friends. Okay, so let's go down and let's look at these different categories, okay? So what I want to change here is that I noticed that birthday is maybe not, maybe it doesn't include everything that we have above. So I'm going to change this to birthday and personal information. So, for example, your age is related to your personal information or your birthday, right? So which word goes into which category?
House,
Where does that go?
apartment,
Sorry?
apartment,
In
apartment.
the, yeah, in the first category of home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your home can be an apartment. Yeah. Okay.
House.
Yeah, house also goes
Mm-hmm.
with, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
home, right? Okay. What else?
For study, school,
Yeah, school goes under study.
college,
Yes, college. What does that mean, college?
uh, a place.
Uh-huh. But it's not like colegio, it's more like university. Okay. So
Mm.
college is a general term for university, and that's public or private. Okay. University is a word for a private university. Okay. So we can hear both of these terms. If we say university, that means that it's private, at least in the United States. But if we hear or say just college, that can mean that it's public or that it's private. Okay. And then school is just a general word for escuela or colegio, whatever we could be high school or college or anything, any type of school.
Mm, subject,
Is that part of?
university,
Yes.
of study.
Yeah, that's right. So subject, it can mean sujeto in another context, but in this case, it means materia. So the topic that you are studying, for example, in my case, that was education. That was the subject that I studied. And then when you're in high school and you study all different kinds of subjects. But when we're talking about school, subject is materia.
Family, and husband and wife,
Yes, a husband and wife.
sister and brother,
Sister and brother.
daughter and son,
son,
mother and father.
mother and father. Perfect. You might remember this because you have taken the this course before. But we have these terms, for example, husband and wife. The plural or the term that we can use to talk about them together is spouses. Okay. For sister and brother, we can call them siblings. For daughter and son, we can call them kids or children. And that applies, believe it or not, even if they are adults. We can still call them kids or children. Mother and father are parents. What
Free
else?
time. Play computer games.
Yeah, we can play computer games. Okay, what else is there?
Listen to music.
Listen to music. Sure.
Run.
Run. Mm-hmm. Okay. Computer games. Listen to music. Run. What else is there?
Birthday. It's nationality.
Yeah, this should go under personal information. I suppose that in a sense it could be home, like your home country, but I think that it applies here more to personal information. So I'm going to put it here under nationality is personal information.
Country.
Hmm. That could be, let's see, should that be in home? I would probably put that more with home, like the place that you live now. It might not be the place that you were born or you have citizenship, but I would probably put this more with home because it's where you live.
City or town.
That should go with home, city or town. So a city is ciudad, of course. A town is usually what we would call pueblo or pequeña ciudad. We occasionally hear this word village, like pueblito. It's not so common. Most of the time, we call it a city or a town. But if it's very small, then occasionally we hear that word village. So a city or town. Okay, what else is there?
Pets. Cat
Yes,
and dog.
and dog.
And I forgot for the free time, play football.
Yes, so football should go here in free time. And there's one missing.
And the study university.
Yes, study at university. Perfect. Okay, so let's take a look at these words and let's try to decide which one is different. Okay, so in the example of cat, house, and dog, obviously, house is the word that does not belong, it's different. Okay. What about mother, college, and subject? Which word is different here?
Mother.
Yes, because the other two are related to school.
School.
Okay. What about run, father, and play computer games?
Father,
Father. The other
because
two
we
are
we talk about the free time
yes,
activities for
or the
free time.
hobbies. Yeah, that's right. Okay. What about age, nationality, and school?
School.
The two are like personal information, right? What about daughter, son, apartment?
Apartment.
The other two are family members. Okay. What about house, wife, city?
Wife.
The other two are places that to live. Okay. College, listen to music, or play soccer.
College.
Two are hobbies. And school, husband, or university.
Husband.
The other two are related to. Very good. Okay, so let's move on. And we're going to listen to a conversation between two people, Charlie and Kayla. Okay. We're going to listen and try to remember what they say so that we can fill in the blanks when we finish. Okay.
Where are you from, Kayla?
I'm from Spain. And you?
I'm from Turkey. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have 4 sisters and 1 brother. What about you?
I have an older brother called Ben. Where do you live?
I live in an apartment in the city. Do you live in the city too?
Yes, but I live in a small house, not an apartment. What's your job?
I don't work. I'm a student.
What are you studying?
I'm studying medicine at university. What's your job?
I'm a science teacher. Do you have any pets?
No, I can't because I live in an apartment. What about you?
I have 3 cats and a dog.
I would like a dog.
What do you do in your free time?
I play football and run in the park. I like doing exercise. What do you do?
I read or listen to music. Sometimes I play computer games.
Questions? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Any questions on the listening?
No.
Okay. So let's see what we remember. So Charlie says, where are
You from Kayla?
where are you from, Kayla? Okay. And Kayla says what?
I'm from Spain. And you?
Two. Okay. I'm from Turkey. Do you
Have any brothers and sisters?
I have 4 sisters and 1
Brother. I want one all brother.
older brother.
Older
I
older
think the one
brother.
with the older brother is Charlie. because she just says one brother. Charlie says, I have an older brother called Ben. So Kayla just says, I have one brother. Okay. And then Charlie says,
Mhm.
I have an older brother called Ben.
Mhm.
Where do you
Live.
live? Mhm. I live in an
Spain.
sorry,
Spain. I don't remember that.
in an apartment. What does it mean
I
if
live
we
in an
have
apartment.
what does it mean if it says an and not a? What does that mean about the next word?
Um, well, when we talk about for a singular thing,
Yes, but there's a difference between a and an. So when we use the word a, that's because the next word starts with a consonant sound. So something like a book, a cat, okay? And when we say an, that's because the next word starts with a vowel sound. Okay? So we could an apartment or an egg. So here we can see that she says an. The next word needs to start with a vowel. Okay. Now she says, do you live in the city too? Yes, but I live in a small
house,
a small house, not an apartment.
not
Huh? What's your
job.
what's your job? She says, what's your job? But actually, what we usually say is, what do you do? Or what do you do for a living? Or what kind of work do you do? These are the most typical ways that we ask, like, ¿a qué te dedicas? Okay. So we can say, what is your job? That's possible, but it's less common. So most of the time we say, what do you do? Okay. So Kayla says, I don't work. I'm a what?
Student.
Yes, I'm a student. Okay. And Charlie says,
What
what are you
are
studying?
you studying?
Mhm. I'm studying medicine at university.
What What's your job?
What's your job? Okay. And he says,
I am a science teacher.
I'm a science teacher. Do you have any
Any pet?
pets? No,
Mm,
I
Pet.
can't because I live in an apartment. What about you?
I have 3 cats and a dog.
I would like a dog. What do you do in your
Free time.
free time? Okay. I What verb goes with football?
I practice.
Uh-huh. It could
Uh,
be practice
uh,
or play. I can't remember
I
which one.
play.
Let's see. Yeah, I play football. Mhm. And run in the park. I like doing exercise. What do you?
What do you do?
What do you do? I read or listen. Preposition. So we don't just say
To
listen.
music?
Yes, we say listen to
To,
music. We can't only say listen music. We have to say listen to. Sometimes
I play computer games.
play computer games. Good. Okay. So it says practice the dialogue with your partner. We'll be changing the details to whatever is true for us. Okay, so we're going to change these names and places and other details. Okay, so I'll start. Where are you from, Laura?
I'm from Mexico. You?
I'm from the United States. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have mm, three sisters and one brother. What about you?
I have two sisters and one brother. Where do you live?
I live in an apartment in the Mexico City. Do you live in the city too?
Yes, I also live in an apartment in Mexico City. What's your job?
I work in the Mexican City airport.
Okay. What do you do in your job?
And um, I I do the financial reports
Mm-hmm.
and the budgets projections.
Okay.
Um, mm,
Okay. Great. Do you have any pets?
yes, I have a one dog. What about you?
I have a cat. What do you do in your
Mm,
free time?
I I like to read um, science fiction books.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing exercise in the morning. What do you do?
I like to travel, go out to eat at restaurants, and spend time with my family. Perfect. Okay. So let me look at this. We can go ahead and skip this one, but I want to rearrange these words to form questions. Okay. So, for example, the first one is what is your name? Okay. What should be the question after that?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Okay. And
How old are you?
are you? Okay. And
Where do you live?
live. Okay. Good.
What is your job?
Is your job. Okay.
Do you have any pets?
Pets. Good.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Mhm. Okay. And
What do you do in your free time?
your. Very good. Okay, so let's take a look at these words that we can use to ask a question. Okay, I'm going to copy these. The words are when, where, what, and who. So as you can see, they all start with WH. That can be a little bit confusing sometimes because they look very similar. Okay. So what I'm going to do is write down the phonetic Spanish pronunciation. Anybody who is a Spanish speaker can pronounce this as if it was a word in Spanish. Okay. So for example, when, where, what, and who. Okay. So when is translated to cuando. Where to donde. What to qué, or sometimes cuál. And who as quién. So when we use the word when, we're asking about time. What are we asking about when we use the word where?
To ask about a place.
Yeah, where is asking about a place. Okay. What about what?
To ask about an object, idea, or action.
And who?
To ask about a person.
Okay. So one thing that's important to know and try to remember is that the intonation of questions is maybe not the same as it is in your language. Okay. So, for example, when we ask a yes or no question, like for example, do you speak English? When we ask that question, we can hear the intonation rise a little bit at the end. Do you speak English? Okay. So it's pretty obvious, I think, that that's a question. Okay. However, when we ask a closed question, I'm sorry, not a closed question, a question with WH, for example, when or where, it can be a falling intonation, but it can also be a flat intonation. Okay. So, for example, I might ask you, where are you from? Okay. So I'm not saying where are you from? It's just where are you from? So it can sound kind of like a statement instead of a question. And sometimes I've noticed that people who have studied with me have sometimes not realized when I'm asking a question. Okay. So we need to be listening for those words, those who, what, when, where, why, how at the beginning, and not so much the intonation, but those words that indicate that a question is coming. Okay. So I'm going
Okay.
to read these questions so that you can hear a few examples of the way that the intonation changes based on whether it's a yes or no question or a WH question. Okay. So I'm going to read these. Are you a student? Do you have a pet? Who do you live with? Do you live in an apartment? When is your birthday? What's your nationality? Can you hear the difference?
Yes.
So I'm not saying that you need to copy this intonation exactly, but what I'm saying more than anything else is that you should be aware of that when you're listening, that a question may not always sound like a question. Okay. So ideally, yeah, at some point we want to improve maybe our pronunciation and try to copy the intonation of native speakers a little bit more. But for the most part, at intermediate level, with as long as we remember that to be listening for that intonation, that's enough. Okay. So let's move on to our next activity. So let's take a look at these words in the middle. The words are where, when, and who. Okay. Topics are family, pets, home, work, free time, and birthday. So let's spend a few minutes. We're going to just take a quick pause and see if we can come up with a question for each of these question words. Okay, so I have one question with where, another question with when, and another question with who. Okay, so you can use the rest of these words however you want to form a question. Okay, so let's just take a quick minute. You can let me know when you are ready, and we will ask each other these questions. Okay, so just let me know
Okay.
when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Hi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what is your first question? Should I start?
Where are you from?
Okay, here, let's do yours first. Okay, so where are you from? Okay, your question with when.
When do you finish your college?
When did you finish college? Okay, and a question with who?
Who is your best friend?
Okay, who is your best friend? Okay, so I'm going to answer these questions. So I am from Sacramento, California. And you?
I'm from Mexico City.
Okay, I'm from Mexico City. Okay, I finished college in 2012, I think. And you?
Me too. I finished college in 2012. 12.
By the way, I'm glad that we brought this up because this word or this year we can read as 2012 or 2000. Well, both are correct. Neither is better than the other. However, when we have two different options, what we usually prefer is the shorter option. Okay. So, for example, typically what you'll hear more people say usually is 2023, although it is possible to say 2023. That's also correct. Okay. And who is your best friend? That's a good question. My best friend is my husband. And you?
My best friend is Lupita.
Okay. My best friend is Lupita. Very good. All right. So I think that's about it for today. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. So for anyone who is new, my name is Lana. These are the notes for our class. If you would like to join, just please send me a message. This is the resource that I use, and the basic course is focused on talking about ourselves, our families, our jobs, our hobbies, and things like that. Okay. So we try to have a lot of activities, conversation, games, and keep it fun and dynamic. So that's about it for me today. So if you would like to continue to take classes, go ahead and send me a message. Okay. So if you don't have any more questions, then we'll go ahead and end class for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you again next week. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.